All right, so this video is for DJs that want to get into the uplighting game and of course step it up a few notches. So this is literally the way I do it. There's many different ways of doing it. Let's start in the process that's I guess normal to me. Here's obviously the software. Once you have your uplights is kind of ready to go. We kind of work on that first, but let's look over here for a second and let's talk about it. This is, you see, I have my moving heads first, and then I have the uplights. All this is like 40 uplights just right here in this, which is like 80% of the space of the 512 channels that are like available within that universe. So like again, the pink ones are the little white uplights, and then the blue ones are the bigger different kinds of uplights. So that's why they're different colors. But there's 40 of them, just taking the bulk of it. So you basically just kind of figure out where you want to do it. It doesn't have to be specific, like them second, they could be first. This is the way I do it, but let's see here. So the first one, as you can see, those are, the good thing is that those, just like the other uplights, they're all 10 channel, meaning the first fader is the dimmer, the next three is a red, blue, and green, I think. And then the next couple channels is like strobe and then auto mode and different things. So like I don't use obviously every single channel, but I use most of them to really get in there and get customized with the kind of effects that I want to do. So like each one's 10 channels. So the first one that was available after the moving heads was channel, as you can see, channel 97. And then it tells you right there, number of channels is 10, universe 1. So, and first one's 97. So 10 from there, the next one up should be 107. So as I highlight the next one. Let's see here. So there it is, 107. The same universe, it's just in the same 10 channels. So it goes on and on, like 97, 107, 117, 127, and then it just keeps going, 137, all the way to like 2, 3, or 500 and something. I almost filled all of them. So you keep doing that. So once you figure out what space you have available in the software itself, then you kind of go back here and kind of set the lights physically to the addresses that that you have set over there. So again, these are just kind of random. They're not. This is not the first one, but this is uplight number 16. This is so when my guys set up the uplights, they know what order. Because like if you put them randomly, the wave that the chases that you're gonna do, they're not gonna be in sync. So this way, when the guys spread them out, they have to be in order for you to get that nice wave effect throughout the whole venue. Again, this is the uplight 16, channel 247. So in case they gets moved, like we know exactly what channel I guess it has to be set back to. Makes it easier, so we're not going back for the laptop, look at the number, so everything's kind of like, here together. That's the way I do it. Same with the moving heads and stuff. So uplight 16, channel 247, next one up 17, 257. I don't have 18 with me, and then 19, 77, and so on and so on. So this is just so I have the order and have the DMX channel. So you can see 16, 247, and then over here, you put it to DMX channel 247, and then same thing 257, and then the little LED screen which says 257. That's pretty much, you're done on the physical light part. So let's leave them on. So the way I have them connected using the ADJ software, show you how this guy looks in the inside. So everything when I show up to events, I just kind of plug it in to this thing I got at Amazon. I can link it up if you guys want. I got this Amazon, that way as I plug in the power, everything boots on at once. Everything's kind of together, stays in there, so it's really quick setup time. So there's the ADJ hardware you're probably familiar with. Basically all the boxes come with a 2 DMX outs. One's a 5-pin, one's a 3-pin. I have the 5-pin as like in case I have to connect something physically, but I like to run everything wirelessly as far as DMX. So I just have this as backup, and then of course the other 3-pin DMX out from the ADJ box. That one again. It goes into this wireless transmitter for the uplights. That way the little antenna here sends a wireless signal to every single of these uplights. So they connect you. You'll see if they connect because they're lighting up green. If I change different channels, that's not synced. My particular case, it's gonna be the dark blue. There it is, and then right away it syncs. So that's how I have it connected on the hardware side. ADJ box, DMX out to the wireless transmitter that I also link up in Amazon. It's like 40 bucks, less than 40 bucks shipped and everything. So it goes from there to there, and then sends a wireless transmitter, and then that's it for the hardware part. It's pretty much straightforward. It's easy. It's small. It's compact. It's kind of, these are the uplight cases. All right, so back to the software over here. Once you got them all patched up, you got that kind of like, you know, what do you call it? You have it labeled. You set the channels to, if you have 10 lights, let's just say you started at channel 1. Uplight 1 is channel 1 through 10. Uplight 2 is channel 11 through 20, so on and so on. So you have the first 10 uplights. You have them labeled. You set the channel to the screen, and you kind of like patch them in over here. You find, you know, like you can see, you could find many different brands of lights. Something that's like a change. You can find generic park hands. If they're not brand name, generic park hands, 10 channel, and you just kind of, you know, patch it in and do that many times over. And that's it. That's how you patch it in. I'm not going to get into how you patch it in specifically. I mean, there's probably other videos of how to do that, but that's a more general way of running this software. And once you got to patch it in, you got that synced up, ready to go. The edit part is the fun part. And, you know, as you patch them in, obviously as the same light, so that way when you have your, you know, the shortcuts. Like for instance, these are just named, you know, like I have the moving heads, the other kind of lights that I use, and then this uplight. So whenever you click on it, it shows you, you know, a global master, you know, the same 10 channels to move them all at the exact same time, doing the exact same thing. This makes it easy to start programming, but since we did every single channel independently, it makes it, you can do a lot more cool stuff with it. So let's see here. Okay, so we got that highlighted. Let's go here. Let's go to edit. Uplights. Let's make a new channel. And first we got to pick, you know, again, the first channel for these specific uplights. First channel is dimmer. Now let's pick a color. Let's see, it's going red. Pick something cool. It's like a purple-ish. So once we have the color we desired, you know, whatever color, you can just leave it like that. Don't do anything. You go to effects, add a curve. So there's a curve, and then even on the side, you want to put, let's see here, the dimmer. The dimmer is the one we want to modify. So the dimmer, just like, and right off the bat, it's already kind of doing a dimmer for all the uplights at once. But again, we want to do a chase, so we go to like the phasing value. This is ADJ 3.0. The previous hardware versions, I'm sure they're similar. They're probably not exactly the same. That I do not know. This is the first time I'm using the ADJ. I've used NTech before. This is my first software used for ADJ. So down here, the phasing value, you kind of just increase that. The more you increase it, the further away the uplights are to each other. So you see that right there. So as like some of them turn on, other ones behind there are kind of turning off, creating that chase. You can put them more together, give you more of that snake. There it is. So now you can see, like right off the bat, it's already doing a chase. This with 3. Imagine having 10, 20, 30, 40 of these guys. It's pretty cool the way when you have them all spread out, they make a really nice effect. So once you have it there, you know, you have, you know, the sign thing. You can add more different effects. You can add more effects to the same scene. But here we're just going to keep it simple. You go to on current. Focus. So you go on save it on current step, include set levels. You put generate. So this generates, this was empty before, and this current creates a lot more scenes. Like those are the steps just for that particular scene. So when you hit play, there it is. And again, we're still in edit mode. So I'm pause this. Go back to live. You know, I have my master blackout. So right now they're blacked out. And then once I move over to the new one I made, which is right here, the one that's, because I make them small, so that new one right there. And as soon as you click on it, oh, sorry. Gotta unclick the blackout. There it is. So back to uplights. As soon as you hit scene, I didn't add a fade, so it doesn't fade in slowly. It just throws it right away. So see, I can show you both. Turn off, turn on, and go straight exactly to where we left it. That's how you create a simple chase. That's how I do it. A lot of them are pretty much simple like that, and it's just a matter of my lighting guy. He just kind of plays with it depending on what I'm playing. When the beat drops, he blacks it out and then throws it back on. I have different scenes. Some of them are going to the beat of the sound. A lot of different scenes here. Makes it really, really fun. And most of them are chases.